Hi, in this session we'll talk about how to build online content in the learning management system. We'll use Moodle as our example. The learning management systems that you may wind up using may be Moodle, and some institutions like Lehigh it's called CourseSite. The other big one is a commercial system called Blackboard. They have a free version, confusingly called CourseSites. Isn't that nice? There's a Canadian company that produces Desire to Learn. Canvas is a relatively newcomer to the system. It may not be as comprehensive, but it's polished and easy to use. OpenEdX is also a newcomer. It may be the only one that is ready out of the box to use to create a MOOC, but it's a little hard to set up. You have to set it up yourself. And Edmodo is in heavy use in K-12 schools. So if you create an online course, this is what you're faced with when you begin. So very roughly, in this area are a number of palettes. They may be hidden palettes, or collapsed palettes like these, or open palettes like these. And they are designed primarily for the instructor to interact with the various components of Moodle. In this area, you have palettes that the student can see, showing postings and a variety of other things, calendars, where you actually will enter your course content or where it shows topics on this slide. Moodle can also be set up on a weekly basis, so it will show the week and the specific dates. To get started entering content, you just click the Turn Editing On button, and your screen presents some additional options. The Add a Resource pull down and the Add an Activity. The difference between them is activity is more interactive. It expects something in return from the student usually, whereas a resource is more static content. So, for example, turning editing on will show the little gear. If you click that, you can change the name of topic 1 to be whatever you want. It can be the name of the topic. The little eyeball shows to you that your students will be able to see this when the course is live. If you have content that you're developing or changing, the eyeball will show up with a line through it showing that is invisible to students. The easiest elements to add are a label, which is just like topic 1. A label is simple text that shows on the main page. It can be a word, it can be a paragraph, but it doesn't link to anything. A link would typically be a URL, and that just is an entry on the main page. You click it and you go to a website. A file might be a Word or Excel document. It's often a PDF file. It could be an image or a movie. So file is the way that you get something from another program to appear in Moodle. If you want a collection of material, of course, a folder will do that. And the one that I use most is Page. It actually creates what looks like a web page, so you have the flexibility of headings and adding images, rich video content, that kind of thing, along with your text. So, if you want to add a file, and if you select that, or you don't even have to select that, you can just take a file like this image and just drag from your desktop an image, a video, whatever, drop it right onto where it says topic 1. This little add files here indicator will show up. So that's an easy way to add files from another program right to the front page, to the main page of your course. You don't even have to pull down the menu here. But for something more complex, like a page, then you get into a page that includes the Moodle Editor. And some of these will be common up here. So for example, this heading was chosen from the drop-down heading list. If you just type, the text will show up. If you want something like a bulleted or ordered list, it's clear how to do that. To add an image, there is an image button. For other media, there is a similar button. And for images or media, you get to select where on the paragraph that will show up. I prefer to select the far right-hand side as where the images show up. I find that to be it causes the least problems. If I have a really wide image, then I may center it or have it at the bottom or above a paragraph. To create a URL, you can type in or paste in the entire URL. To make it a hot link, you do need to use the hot link button. And you can also hot link, let's say, instead of this ugly URL, you could enter that as course site. Under the course site's name, you click on course sites, and through the hot link button, you can place the URL. When you're done, make sure to say, or if you make changes, to save and return to course or save and display. If you don't click one of the two buttons, and these buttons are really all the way at the bottom of the page, you have to scroll down to find them. They're not here in the editor as I'm showing. If you open a page and don't want to save it, cancel. If you use the back button, the back arrow in your browser, you will generally lose the edits you make. So you want to be cautious about that. So that's really all there is to creating static content in a learning management system like Moodle, Blackboard, Canvas, Desire to Learn, or Open edX.